Friends, in this lecture, I will be discussing about the properties of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So, we have already studied about Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, how a population is achieving a Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium in different number of generations. So, in this lecture, we will start with the properties of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So, what we will do in this lecture, we will be studying the properties of equilibrium population for two alleles. That means two alleles present on a single locus. So the characters or the traits which is being controlled by single locus having two alleles. So these all properties will be restricted to the characters which are being controlled by one locus having two alleles. So suppose if D, H and R correspond to the proportion of dominant, heterozygous and recessive respectively. So we have already studied that D for dominance, H for heterozygote and R for recessive. So if this is the condition, then in a diploid population, the proportion of heterozygotes, that is H is equal to 2pq. So we already know that proportion of heterozygote H is equal to 2pq, and here the property is that its value never exceed 0.5. So value of heterozygote will never exceed than 0.5. The maximum value of heterozygote is 0.5 when P is equal to Q is equal to 1 by 2. That means given P and Q are equal to half, in such condition the heterozygotes will be maximum, and that maximum value is 0.5. So this property we will understand it very clearly when we will see one graph. So at the end of this lecture I will be showing you that graph, and there you will realize that the frequency of heterozygotes will be maximum of 0.5, and this will be achieved when P and Q will have equal frequency, and that will be around 0.5. So next, H can be, that is heterozygote can be greater than either D or R. That means the heterozygote frequency of heterozygote may be greater than either dominant or recessive, but it will never be greater than D plus R. So the frequency of heterozygote will be maximum D plus R, the sum of dominant and recessive genotype, but it will never be greater than D plus R. So this is another property of population when the particular population is at equilibrium. Another one, if the frequency of one gene is more than twice that of the other gene. What it want to say, if suppose we are having two allele, or if I am saying gene, you consider it as allele also, two alleles P and Q. Suppose frequency of P allele is more than twice that of the Q allele. Suppose this Q allele is 0.1. So what will be the twice of Q? So it will be 0.2. Suppose this is 0.9. So frequency of P allele is greater than twice of the Q allele. So in such condition, the proportion of heterozygotes is in between those of the two homozygotes. So under such circumstances, proportion of heterozygote will be in between the homozygotes. So what will be the frequency of dominant homozygote? It will be 0.81. 0.9 into 0.9 is equal to 0.81. What will be the frequency of recessive homozygote? It will be Q square, that is 0.01. So what will be the frequency of heterozygote? 2pq. It will be 2 into 0.9 into 0.1. 2 into 0.9 into 0.1, that is 0.18. So the frequency of heterozygote will be in between the homozygote, both the homozygotes. This is what this property want to say. If a particular population is in equilibrium and the frequency of one allele is more than the twice of the another allele, under such circumstances frequency of heterozygote will be in between the frequency of both the homozygotes. Here you have seen it with the example. You can take any value, any other condition. Suppose the frequency of Q is 0.2 and what will be the frequency of P? It will be 0.8. Again the same condition, the frequency of one allele will be more than the twice of the frequency of another allele. Under such circumstances also the frequency of heterozygote will be in between the frequency of both the homozygotes. So hopefully this property is clear to you. You can see it by notations also. In notation you can see, for example, when P is greater than equal to 2Q, P is greater than equal to 2Q, that is P is equal to 2 by 3, so Q is equal to 1 by 3, Q is equal to 1 by 3. So under such circumstances 2PQ, that is heterozygote, will be in between the P square and Q square. So you can take your own example and you can verify whether this property is correct or not. The another property of equilibrium population is that the proportion of heterozygote is twice the square root of the product of two homozygote. Is that twice the square root of the product of two homozygous proportion. That is, this is the very important equilibrium law. This property is also called as equilibrium law. What it wants to tell, that the proportion of heterozygote is twice the square root of proportion of heterozygote is the proportion of heterozygote, that is H, is equal to twice the square root of dominant and recessive 2dr. So here if you see this equation, the frequency of H by 2dr, if you bring this here, H by under root 2dr is equal to 2. H by under root 2dr is under root dr is equal to 2. Or if you present it in another way, if you square it on both the side, it will be H square is equal to 4, or this will go. I will show you clearly. If you are squaring H square, if you are squaring H square, then both the side if you have to square 2 under root 2 dr. If you square it, so H square is equal to 4 dr. So this is also called as equilibrium law. This is also called as equilibrium law. What is equilibrium law? This property offers a simple test of equilibrium, a test that has advantage that the ratio 2, this ratio, you mark this ratio 2, is independent of the gene frequency of the population. So this has no any relations with the gene frequency of the population. It is simply a proportion of heterozygote to that of the under root of both the homozygotes, multiplication of both the homozygotes. So if this ratio is coming 2, that means your population is in equilibrium. So many a times this property is used for testing the equilibrium of a population. If you want to test whether a population is under equilibrium or not, so you have to find the ratio of heterozygote to that of the product or under root of product of both the homozygotes. If it is coming 2, then your population is under equilibrium. That is why this property is known as test of equilibrium. This property is known as test of equilibrium. This is very important that you have to remember. Then this is the graph that I was talking about. Here you can see, here the gene frequency is in increasing order, here genotype frequency. Just you see, when gene frequency of A, that is dominant genotype, a dominant gene is decreasing. If it is decreasing, another gene is, the frequency of another gene is increasing. So you know the sum of all the gene frequency will be 1. So that means P plus Q is equal to 1. So it is quite possible that if P will be increasing, Q will be decreasing. In the same line, in genotype also, if a particular dominant homozygote genotype is increasing, dominant homozygote genotype is increasing, then homozygote genotype, recessive homozygote genotype is decreasing. So I will explain it further. In case of genotype also, you can see if dominant homozygous genotype is decreasing, then recessive homozygous genotype is increasing. And what about the heterozygote genotype? So heterozygote genotype will first increase and then it will be decreasing. When it will reach to the maximum? It will reach to the maximum when both the homozygous genotype will have intermediate frequency, that is 0.5. If both the homozygote genotype is having intermediate frequency, that is 0.5, at that time the frequency of heterozygote genotype will also be maximum, and that will be equal to 0.5. So this we have already studied when we were I discussed that the frequency of heterozygous genotype will be maximum of 0.5, that is half, and it will be 0.5 when both the alleles will have equal gene frequency of 0.5. So in this way we have seen what are the properties of equilibrium population. When a population is under Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, what properties that population will be displaying. So I hope this properties that I have discussed today, it will be clear to you. In case of any query or any question, you can ask me in the comment box, or you can contact me on these addresses. Thank you.